Welcome to the Red Booth Show. Today we have for you Valley Droop, which is a rap band, or I should say rap group.
Yeah, it's a label. Label.
Okay. And they have had a song already on the radio here in Los Angeles. And what was the name of that song?
It was Spaceship. That was the first song that we had on the radio by me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Very cool. And how long ago was that?
This one was about 4 years ago, but since then we had from our label we had other artists that made it on the radio, so we had 2, 3 altogether to make it on different stations.
So Valley Droop is actually your label?
No, Valley Droop is my name, and okay. Capo Mobb is the name of the label. Capo
Mobb.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a bit about your relationship with these guys and how you guys do music together?
Okay, so I had the record on the radio about 4 years ago, and I just got back from tour. I was out in the Valley because we're from San Fernando Valley. We represent San Fernando Valley to the fullest in California, and I actually met him.
I'm in the Valley, so
yeah, we're in the Valley.
That's right. It's the Valley show.
So I met him out there. He just approached me. We exchanged contact information. He told me he was an artist. And can you? This is Junior. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Junior. Nice to meet you, Junior.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah.
And he, since then that was 2 years ago, and it took us 2 years to actually get to the studio and make a song, and he just put that out about a few weeks ago. It's getting played. It's getting played through clubs, mostly hip hop clubs all through
cool.
Hollywood.
What song is that?
It's Main Girl.
Main Girl?
Yeah, featuring Valley Droop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my single.
Nice.
For my upcoming mixtape album.
Okay, would you call it a dance song, or would you call it rap, or what kind of sound
More
is it?
It's romantic, for the girls.
Oh, cool.
Ladies, yeah.
So it's kind of a slow song,
yeah, kind of a
slow dance song.
That's right.
Very cool.
He's all for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's a little. We can have a little sample of it on the show here.
Yeah, definitely.
She's the type to hold it down. She holds the crown when I'm out of town. It's been 7 years and you still here, and I won't go cause you stood here. My boo love, my hood love, I'll give you all that good love. We can take this to the next level. Me and you, Ma, we gon' last forever. It's official.
And this guy, I know him since he was a kid, because
and who, may I ask?
This is Envy.
Envy.
Envy,
yes.
Cool. Nice to meet you,
nice
Envy.
To meet you too.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I actually knew his mom. His mom was a big promoter, for hip hop artists.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and
so he's got some history.
Yeah, definitely. And she linked me up with him, and it still took 3-4 years for us to do a song, and we finally released his song today. So we recorded it about a week ago, and we released it today.
Where did you release it?
It's on YouTube, so that means next weekend we're gonna have to hit all the clubs and do the regular routine thing and meet up with the DJs and stuff like that. So,
what is the song called?
Imperfect.
Imperfect.
Yeah.
Cool. And what kind of a sound is that one?
I wouldn't say. Well, it's for the ladies, but it's also against the ladies, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see. I'll have to hear this one.
It's how some guys are imperfect.
Okay.
Pretty much, I guess.
Sounds good. Just kidding. Okay, well, I would love. We can also show a snippet of that one right here.
Never said I'm perfect, girl. I just said that I was worth it, girl. Baby, I'm sorry that I'm such a bad luck off of them. I know how to believe, but I don't know to love ya. She said she wants.
So you're kind of managing with them? You're are you helping produce their songs?
I am. A wise man once told me that, if you want to be in the industry, the smartest way to do it is to learn every aspect from the janitor to the CEO. And I honestly try to do everything. And, I have a song that is going on the radio this summer, and it's ready for the radio this summer. I've already got confirmation on it, and
how does that work? You got a song on the radio. That's a pretty big deal for a lot of people. That's really that's quite an accomplishment.
It's mind blowing.
Yeah, and so now you just got another song on the radio. How?
It's not up yet.
Okay. But. Well, but I mean, you said you've got the confirmation.
Yeah.
So how did that work? How did you work that out? What does it take to do that?
So I mean, since I did have a song on the radio some time ago, I kept a lot of contacts with these people. But initially, how I got on the radio is the person that was running the label at the time, who's still a partner, he pretty much reached out to all these radio stations and drove the record there himself and asked them to play it. And, you know, he just showed it to them. And some stations picked it up, and some stations didn't, of course. And the ones that didn't eventually caught on, and they put it on the radio.
So he was like your manager.
Yeah, he was a manager, and he still plays a big role in what we do. And as for them, I try to I'm involved in the production side, and I'm involved in, you know, the promotion side, and they do their part. So if being a part of this label, you have to hold your own weight. Right. So they do a phenomenal job promoting and stuff.
That's pretty fantastic, because I have heard that in order to get a song onto the radio, you basically have to pay these guys. Like they're like the gatekeepers, kind of. You do. They're the agents or something that are representing the station. You do. Or something like that. You do. And is that what you did? Did you have to pay?
No, we didn't, because what we did is we went to a lot of independent places. Okay. And yeah, you have to pay the big stations, like the big, like, you know, the really big stations that everybody listens to. And then on the outskirts of LA, like Palmdale, even Lancaster and stuff like that, there's little radio stations that will pick up your song, and you don't really have to pay them. You know, they just want to support local artists. Yeah. And when they pick up the record and the other syndicate stations pick up the record, it kind of forces the
bigger stations. Yeah. Then they're like, okay.
But they still, and then say you get offered a deal from like a major label and you don't take that, though, they might just pull the whole thing off the radio as well.
So seriously, so they're like come and sort of like stop it from being like, they'll be like, don't play this one?
It didn't happen to me, but it did happen to one of the other artists in the label. And, you know, of course they won't take, you know, when we ask them, it's always like, oh, well, this is happening, or, oh, yeah, I'll play it, and, you know, but it never really, right. It doesn't happen.
Wow. Yeah. So they have a lot of power, kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm wondering, like, you know, what is your passion more? Is it more like you want to produce and you want to get more artists, or do you want to focus on your songs yourself, or like what's your direction?
My direction, my goal is to pretty much establish myself as an artist, to establish others as artists out of the San Fernando Valley. Like, I really want to have artists in my area, which is, you know, the Valley, to avenue, pretty much. Yeah, I want to, you know, like, pave the way for them.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mission, but it's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, it's like you have these guys here now, and they, you know, they have their songs coming out, and you know, so you're doing it.
Yeah, well, they're very talented artists, and, you know, whether I was there or not, I'm pretty sure they would have made something happen by themselves. Yeah. Yeah, so...
but it always helps. I mean, being an artist is a very difficult adventure sometimes, and having people, like, supporting you and, you know, backing you up, that's, like, really, really cool. Yeah. So when you had your first song on the radio, like, how did you feel?
That's a funny story. So, I heard that it was coming out on the radio on this particular day. So I had a little house party at my house. I called over all my friends. We had drinks pouring. We had the station playing, and it never played.
Oh my God, are you serious? That's so funny.
So I was like, man, this sucks. And everybody's like, man, don't feel bad. And, you know, so I was like, man, I was depressed. And so the next week, my family, we decided to go out for lunch or something, and we're going out for lunch, and we're in the car. We're going down to the landing in Calabasas, the landing sushi spot, and it started playing on the radio.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I flipped out, and my mom was like, "That's not you." I was like, "That's me. You better recognize it."
You're like, "Mom, what's up?"
And I was flipping out. I was jumping out the car, and then I started getting like all these text messages, and
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's a funny story.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I would love for you guys to, you know, give a shout out and tell everybody about your station or your channel, or, you know, what you guys want to
definitely. So follow me at Valley Droop, Twitter, Facebook /Valley Droop. website's capomobb.com. That's CAPOMOBB.com. And Instagram is Valley Droop as well. My record's also coming out in a movie. It's called From Brooklyn to Manhattan.
Oh, what? We didn't even talk about this.
Yeah,
What's happening?
It's in my mind. And it's directed by Jesse Torero, so check that out as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook.com/Junior, on Instagram 818Junior818. I'm also on Twitter, Twitter.com/the818Junior. And yeah, we're also gonna have Droop's shirts. Take one for the team.
Take one for the team. We actually already have like the test shirts, but it's gonna be on the website capomobb.com. Yeah, you guys can buy the shirts over there. And Envy, your plugs.
You can find me on Facebook.com/Marvin.e.Vasquez.
That's wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
And you can find me on Twitter, /IamEnvy.
Your name's Marvin?
Wait, Envy? Yeah. Wait, Marvin?
Envy? Marvin? Who's Marvin? Martian?
Thanks a lot for coming on the show, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching Capo Mobb and Valley Droop on
The Red Booth.